We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Cleveland Browns. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. King. Hey, exit. Mike, 45. Let's go. Let's get this ball back.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Regular. Check, 47. Hey, wahoo. Bandit.
Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
To throw, Mayfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 42 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Regular. Hey, check 24. Check. You draw quarters. 51 to Mike. Pistol. Know your job. Rush in.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert
on 3rd and 9.
Hey, alert 33. Hey, Echo.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Locke and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. Shifts by him, and he's got some space here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Locke. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Mack Wilson. He brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. This is Gordon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Locke going to go on 4th down. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Sheldon Richardson. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. A first down throw from Mayfield. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The corner blitz works to perfection for A.J. Boye.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To try again after the sack, Mayfield. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Real. Like 22. Hey, Zoo. I'm scared.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Mayfield now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
64,
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
That's another Browns first down. 180. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Jump.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score,
Hey,
Browns
1-1. Crash. Point it right. Hurry.
From the gun, Mayfield. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. David Njoku, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on...
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was looking for Landry that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
G-Con, 132 fighter. Hey, box truck. Look, squeeze. Check. Go.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, seam 6. Look at me. Go.
Clock will try again on 2nd down. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And he rifles one incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw it is Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will knot us up at 10. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play and give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4. Run. Hey, orbit. I got you. Mike's 22, Mike's 22. Hey! All day, baby, all day. Point it right. 22's coming, Mike.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Lindsey. And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
And it's 3rd down.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. Gets it to Gordon. And eventually taken down, but how about that athletic spin move we saw? Gives him the 1st down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run here with Lindsey, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Steps away. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Go! Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
25, check 25, check 25.
On second down, it's Sanders, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go! Let's go!
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. First down, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check 9, check 9. Pistol. King. Hurry! My touch!
Mayfield looks to throw. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Bang! King!
They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Mayfield now. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Like 22, he's coming. 22's regular. I'm coming after you. He's crashing.
Here's Mayfield. Now he's flushed out left to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Sam on.
A final shot before half for Rock. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this will be taken to the back of the end zone.
We got this.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
Go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Another run by Lindsey, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Lock, flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left. Roll him out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Mayfield Flushed out right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball gets super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 43.
And the blitz does come. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books. But now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Squeeze. Switch it. Topper. Watch twist. Check three. Watch safety 3. Look at me. Go.
On the counter, Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Lock. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Lock. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This a 33-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through, and that's going to tie us at 13. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Real. Hey, high 7. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Mayfield in this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 3rd and long for Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. A.J. Boye with a pick. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the fourth quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Check 4. Roll out. Check. Check 52. Check. Hey, Sam off. 5.
Block off of play action. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
When we talk with people about what we think the most important quality for an NFL quarterback to possess, what do people usually say?
Arm strength, and he showed the arm strength there.
Yeah, pretty good bullet pass he threw, but he wasn't accurate, was he?
No.
Listen, you like mobility, but accuracy, first and foremost, is what a quarterback needs. He didn't possess it on that play.
It's complete to Golden Tate. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. Block now on first down. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Lock. This is the tight end, Fant. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Gordon. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Throwing on first down is Lock. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
You got it. You got it. You got it. Batu's the mic. Mike Batu. Look at me. Go. Go.
On 3rd down, Lock. Got a man that's complete to Hamilton. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Under 10.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And that will break our tie and give them a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Cleveland offense ready to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
18 more yards. There's another Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Give me some. Give me some.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And an alley to run. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku, but now it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. Hey, wahoo.
Mayfield. And an alley to run. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Seibert's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Locke. Escaping the pressure right. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, let's go. Hey, lock it. Hard. Fight.
To throw is Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Locke. That's taken in by Callaway. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, their defense did its job. Now they're going to get the football with a chance to win it.
And it feels like they ran out on the field, and right before they did, they told the offense, don't worry about this. We got you. Okay, we got the situation under control. We'll get it back for you for a chance to win the game, and boy, they did it well.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Cleveland, they move a step closer to 500 as they're